this as A, B, C, and D. Then let's call this one vertex, and it becomes what? O. O1, O2, O3, O4 now becomes what? O. Then join O to A, O to B, O to D, and O to C. Now this is the complete diagram. Centimeter. BC is equals to AD. AD is 6, but you must know that this one is 6, this is also 6. That is the properties of a rectangle. So BC is 6 centimeter, then DC is also 8 centimeter. Now BO3 that is given, BO3 that is given is this. BO3 is 13 centimeter. BO3 is the same thing as CO3 because that is the slant edge. So that is 13 centimeter. 13 centimeter, likewise this one 13 centimeter. So with this, we can now calculate the height of the pyramid. Now yesterday, I explained that this is the model of a pyramid, but it is a square-based pyramid. And if you want to find the height of this pyramid, height of this pyramid is different from height of the triangle. Now for me now to get the height of the pyramid, I must first get the midpoint of this base. And this is the midpoint here. This is the midpoint of the base. From this diagram now, I can draw a line from D to B. That is called diagonal. Okay, and if I want to find the length of that diagonal, we are going to use which theorem? Pythagoras theorem. So BD squared is equals to 8 squared plus 6 squared. 8 squared plus 6 squared. Because we have a right angle triangle. And what is 8 squared? 8 times 8, that's 64. 6 squared is also 36. Addition of the 2 is 100. So BD squared is equals to 100. BD is now equals to square root of 100, and that is 10 centimeter. So that is the length of that diagonal. But at the same time, we must first get the midpoint of this. But I don't want to use O again because we already have O as the vertex. So maybe we should use another letter to represent that. Let me use E. Okay? You must not use O again. So if this point is E, now I want to get DE. DE is half of what? Half of BD. BD over 2 is DE. And what is BD? 10 over 2, and answer is what? 5 centimeter. So this length DE is 5 centimeter. As this length is 5 centimeter, EB also is 5 centimeter. Then you can now join O to E. Join O to E, and that is what is called perpendicular height. So when you bring the thing out, look at this OED. Is a right angle triangle because this particular line is perpendicular to the plane. It's perpendicular to the plane, so it means that this thing OED is a right angle triangle. So I can still bring it out as OED. We have this as OED, where that OE is not given, OE is not given, but DE is 5. And what is the slant edge? DO is 13 centimeter. So with this, you can still find the perpendicular height. That height is, okay, for me now to get that height, which theorem are we going to use? Pythagoras theorem. So we have 8 squared plus 5 squared is now equals to 13 squared. So 8 squared plus 25. Because 5 squared will give us 5 times 5, 25. Then equals 169. That is 13 squared. Then you subtract. 8 squared is equals to 169 minus 25. 8 squared is equals to 144. Then we take the square root of 144. The answer is 12 centimeters. So that is the perpendicular height of that pyramid. Then after that, we are asked to find the volume of the pyramid. You know, to find the volume, that is why you must be very sound. I mean, deriving the formulas of these some of these shapes. Like I have explained extensively on how to find total surface area and perimeter of plane shapes. But what we are now doing is a solid shape. And if you are very good in that you are very good in that plane shapes, you won't have problem in this solid shape. You can see that combination of plane shapes will give us a solid shape. Now to find the volume of this thing now, This is the base area because this is a pyramid and the formula is 1/3 AH. Volume of this pyramid is this. Volume of pyramid, for any pyramid, volume is always 1/3 AH. 1/3 AH. So that is the volume of that pyramid. Then we have 1/3 base area. Base area is, area of that base is a rectangle. Shape of that base is a rectangle. And the area is 8 times 6. 8 times 6. And the perpendicular height is what we have here as what? 12. So when you do the substitution, 3 here 1, 3 here 4, please let me multiply 8 times 6 times 4. 192 centimeter cube. That is the unit of that volume. 192 centimeter cube. Okay? Then that is for question B1 figure 2. Then the next one is area of triangle AOB. Area of triangle AOB. This is AOB. We have 13, 13, 8. Area of triangle AOB. That is from figure 3. Area of that triangle AOB. 13, 13, 8. Then which formula are we going to use to find the area of this triangle? Hero's formula. So we are going to use Hero's formula to find the area of this triangle. Then let me first state that formula. Area equals to S into S minus A, S minus B, and S minus C. Now where that S is called semi-perimeter. So we have these as 13 plus 13 plus 8, everything all over 2. Please, when you are using your calculator to perform this operation of addition, don't just press it as 13 plus 13 plus 8 divided by 2. Calculator will only divide this 8 by 2, 4, and add 4 to 26, we now get 13. The reason is that that is what you have the calculator to do for you. When you press 13 plus 8, answer or equals to, then you now divide it by 2. The total here is 30 what? 34 divided by 2, that will give us 17 centimeter. That is just the semi-perimeter. Then to find the area is now equals to square root of 17 into 17 minus the first side 13. The second one, 17 minus the second side, 13. And the third one is 17 minus the third side, 8. Then we have square root of 17 into 4 into 17 minus is also 4. And the last one is what? 9. Please let me multiply everything together. 4, 4, 2, 4, 4, 8. And what is the square root of that? 49.46. 49.4. Please, do we have degree of accuracy in that question? No. Okay, let's approximate this to 2 decimal places. 49.48 centimeter square. So that is the area of the triangle. Please, you are not going to multiply this one by 4 because the question is to just find area of AOB. So if it is total surface area of the lateral faces, that is when you now multiply by 4. And if you now want to find total surface area of that pyramid, then you now add base area to that. It will now change it from that total surface area of lateral faces to total surface area of pyramid. So that is how to find the area of that triangle. The last one is what? Inclination of BOC to the base. Now look at this BOC. BOC. Inclination of BOC to the base. Now I want to find the angle that this BOC makes with the what? With the base. And this is how to do that. I will get the midpoint here. This is the midpoint of F to represent this point. So that EF will now become half of this 8. Are you with me now? So half of this 8 is what? 4 centimeter. So if this length is 4 centimeter, then I will still join this F to what? To O. So that it will still give me a right angle triangle. But don't forget that this OF is not what? It's not 13. That is not the slant edge. By the time you start that triangle, this OF now becomes the height of the triangle. Height of the triangle is different from height of that pyramid. So let me quickly find the angle. This is the angle here. The angle, this is the inclination. I will call it theta. Theta. So let me just bring out the triangle. O. This is O. We have F. And this is what? E. This is E. So OE is the perpendicular height that we have here, which is 8 centimeter. and this one EF is what? 4 centimeter. We are looking for this angle. This one is what? Which one is height? Okay, height is 12 centimeter. Height is 12 centimeter. So if height is 12 centimeter, now to find this angle, it is opposite over adjacent. Value from the calculator. 71.57. 71.6 to 1 decimal place. So that is how to do justice to that assignment given to you. Now today, we still want to continue with this topic, mensuration, but this time around, I want to explain area and volume of prism. Prism is different from pyramid. So let me write the topic on the board. And volume, area and volume of prism. Area and volume of prism. Now look at this shape. Look at this shape, prism. I have explained different types of prism because a cube is a prism. Any shape with uniform cross section is a prism. Cube is a prism. When you have a cube like this is a cube. This is a cube. So if you cut it along this side, what we still have is what? Is a cube. Or let's say we are going to have cuboid. But what I mean by prism is that the shape of this base is the same thing as that of the top. That is why it is called prism. And apart from this one, we also have a cuboid. When you have a cuboid is also a prism. Because if you cut it along this, you still have the same thing. The top is equal to the area of the top is equal to that of the base. That is why it is called what? Prism. We have circular base prism. Circular base prism is a cylinder. Circular base prism is a cylinder, and so on and so forth. Or if the base is an six-sided polygon, which is hexagon. Six-sided polygon is hexagon. If you have that as hexagon, and the top also is also an hexagon, then that is hexagonal base prism, and so on and so forth. And to talk about the area of this prism, look at this area of prism. Area of prism. We have this. Look at this cuboid. This is a cuboid. This is the net of this cuboid. So you're still going to have another one that will cover it. Look at this. This is the net of the cuboid. Now this is the base. This is the top. This is the side. This is another side. This is one side, this is another side, this is the one that will cover it. So if I want to find the total surface area, I'm going to find area of this, area of this base is equal to that of the top. Prism equals base area plus sum of areas of its surfaces. Area of prism equals base area plus sum of areas of its surfaces. Then volume of prism is equals to, now I explained that for any prism it is always AH. That is the volume of prism. But if it is pyramid, that is 1/3 AH. So volume of this prism is AH, where that A stands for base area. Okay. Whose height is a prism whose height is 8 centimeter stands. A prism whose height is 8 centimeter stands on a rectangular base. 13 centimeter, 12 centimeter, and 5 centimeter. Let me take that question again. A prism whose height is 8 centimeters stands on a triangular base. Stands on a triangular base. 13 centimeters. Triangular base, please correct that. Triangular base. A prism whose height is 8 centimeters stands on a triangular base. 13 centimeters, 12 centimeters, and 5 centimeters. Full stop. Find 1. Its total surface area. 1. Its total surface area. 2. Its volume. 2. Its volumes. Now let us quickly solve this question. Now I can sketch the diagram of this shape. It's a solid shape. We have, according to the question, that prism stands on a triangular base. This is the triangle. This is the triangle. Please, can someone give me the length of this triangle? 13, 12, and 5 centimeters. So let me see, draw it. We can have it as this. This is the shape. But the reason why we call it prism is because this is a triangle, while this one too is also a triangle of equal dimension. That is why it is called prism. So as this one is 5, this is 5 centimeters. This is 12 centimeters. And the third one still 13 centimeters. This is the prism. Then how are we now going to find the total surface area of this prism? There is no specific formula for finding that. It depends on the shape. If I want to find the total surface area of this thing, I have to open this. And when you open it, look at this shape. This shape is a rectangle. This shape is a rectangle. What I mean is that if you have this, let me open that shape for you to see the net. This is the triangle. We have this triangle. We have 5 centimeters, 12 centimeters, 13 centimeters, 13 centimeters. This side here is a rectangle. This is a rectangle. Okay? This is also a rectangle. And this one too is a rectangle. So it means we have 3 rectangles there. We have 3 rectangles. So when you now bring everything together, then the top will now still form a triangle of equal area to this base. Are you with me now? What I'm saying is this. Let me just use this note to demonstrate this. This is, let's say this is the base. And if I just cut it along this diagonal now, you know, the thing will now give me a triangle. If you now have a note, bring your note. Look at this note. If I just place this note along this side, you can see that this thing too is a rectangle. Are you with me now? So don't forget that I've already cut it along this diagonal. If you place one here, it's also a rectangle. If you place one along this diagonal, it will still give you a rectangle. So for me now to find the total surface area, it's going to be area of this rectangle, area of this one, area of this rectangle, area of this triangle times 2. Why is it that we are going to multiply that area of triangle by 2? Because of the top. Okay, so you are not going to multiply by 2 if it is an open prism. If it's an open prism, now you don't need to multiply area of this triangle by 2. Is that taken? Okay, now to find the area, but don't forget that this prism stands. What is the height of that prism in the question? Please check. 8 centimeters. So it means that this is 8 centimeters, 8 centimeters, 8 centimeters, 8 centimeters, and 8 centimeters. Now to find the total surface area, I want to use some letters here. Let this one be A. That is area of A, because all of them are rectangles, and it will look somehow for me now to say area of rectangle, area of rectangle, area of rectangle. So let me just label each one of them with what? A letter. Area of B and area of what? C. Then I can even call this one D. That is area of that triangle. So area of A. Area of A, where that A is a rectangle. And what is the area of the rectangle? Length times breadth. Area of a rectangle is length times breadth. But length here is, I can say length is 13. And breadth is the height. Please listen. Look at this thing. This is a rectangle. By the time you bring all these rectangles together, this 8 will now become the height of that prism. Are you with me now? So 13 times 8 is what? What is 13 times 8? 104 centimeter square. So that is how to find area of that rectangle. Then area of B. Area of B is what? It is also length times breadth, but length, I can say length is 12, breadth is 8. 12 times 8. And what is that? 96 centimeter square. That is area of B. Then area of C. Area of C is equals to 5 times 8 or 8 times 5. 8 times 5. And the answer is 40 centimeter square. So with this, we have succeeded in finding the area of the three rectangles that we have in this shape. But don't forget that if you have a cuboid, which is a rectangular base pyramid, we are still going to have 4 rectangles. What I'm saying is that if the base is a rectangle, you have one rectangle here, another one here, and here, making 4. Are you with me now? That's why there is no specific formula for finding total surface area of any prism. Are you with me now? So with this, let us now find area of that D. But don't forget that that D is a triangle. D is a triangle, and when you have all the 3 sides of the triangle, we are going to use which formula? Use formula to find the area. So this is D. Area of D. Let me bring out the diagram. We have this. D is 5, 12, and this is 13, D and S minus C. Now look at this formula. Okay, so we are going to find semi-perimeter of this. Where semi-perimeter is just this plus this plus this. 5 plus 12 plus 13, everything over 2. Then what is the sum of, that is what? 30. 30, right? All over 2. And what is half of that? 15 centimeter. So with this 15 centimeter, we can now go ahead and find the area of this triangle. Area of D is now equals to, S is what? 15 into 15 minus the first side is 5. 15 minus the second side is 12. And the third one, 15 minus the third side is 13. Now we have 15 into 10 into, what is the difference between 15 and 12? 3. And what's the difference between 15 and 13? 2. Now multiply everything together. 900. 900. So what is the square root of 900? 30 centimeter square. So with this, one can now find the total surface area. Total surface area of that prism is now equals to area of A, which is what? 104 plus B 96 plus C 40 plus D 2D. Why is it 2D? We have one at the base, then another one at the top. Abim, that's why it is called prism. Are you with me now? Yes. But if it is an open prism, you don't need to multiply that base area by 2. Okay, so what is the base? Okay, 30. Base area is 30. We have multiplied by 2. Because when you have this shape, we are going to have 5 faces then. You know, the base is a triangle. So we are going to have 3 rectangles that will cover it. Abi? That base is the 4th one, the top is the 5th one. That's why we have 5 faces. And when you look at this, 1, 2, 3, these 2 making what? 5. Well, if it is an open, you don't need to multiply by 2. So we have 104 plus 96 plus 40 plus 2 times 30 is also what? 60. Addition of everything is what? 300 centimeter square. That is the total surface area of this prism. Then to find the volume of this prism is AH. Volume of prism is AH. Volume of prism is equals to AH. Where A is what? Base area. And what is, can someone tell me the length, I mean the size of this A? For what I have, is it 30 or 60? Your own is 30. Anybody? But the answer is 30. Base area. So you don't need to multiply that 30 by 2, please. When we are talking of base, not top area, base area is 30. That is 30. And what is the height of that prism? 8. Then volume is now 240 centimeter cube. Is that taken? Yes. What? You have a question? The formula for the area of the prism goes base area plus sum of areas of the surfaces. Base area, that is total surface and not volume. Look at this formula. Area of prism equals to base area. I plus sum of areas of its surfaces. When you have this as base, we have one here, we have one, making 3 abi. Base is a triangle. The top also is a triangle. That is a closed prism. Are you with me now? And how many faces do we have now? How many faces? 1, 2, 3. Base. 4, that is the 4th one. What about the top? Making 5. So to find the total surface, you can see that when you have this as base area, in some of areas of the surfaces, we have 1, 2, 3. Then the one at the top is the 4th one, making 4. And plus the base area, that is the 5th one. But to find the volume, you only need the base area. Base area times I. You know, does that mean that if you want to find the volume of the, what is the formula for this volume of cylinder? Give me the formula. I want you to give me that formula. Do you know it? Let him answer that question. Do you know it? Okay, what's the formula for finding volume of cylinder? Pi r square h. Okay, if it is pi r square h, what is this pi r square? Which formula is that? Area of a circle. Why can't you multiply this 2 pi r square by 2? And say because we have a circle here, we also have a circle here. Is that taken out? So you only need base area to find the volume, not the 2. Is that settled? Okay. Now, write it down. Let me give you classwork to do on this topic. If this base here is an equilateral triangle, I need just one area of rectangle and multiply by 3. Do you understand that? Yes, okay, what I'm saying is this. Let's assume that the base is 5. Okay, the length is 5, 5, 5. Then we have this as 8. This one, 2 as 8. This one, 2 as 8. So it is only one area of rectangle that I need, times 3. Because the base is a rectangle, is an equilateral triangle. Is that taken? But when you have scaling type, you need to find the 3 areas of rectangle. Is that taken? Are you now ready for the classwork? Yes. Okay, right. The diagram below. The diagram below. Write down the question. The diagram below shows a prism. The diagram below shows a prism whose cross section is an equilateral triangle. Whose cross section is an equilateral triangle of side 10 centimeter. Of side 10 centimeter. Full stop. If the prism is 72 centimeter long, if the prism is 72 centimeter long, comma, find one. The total surface area of the prism. 2. The volume of the prism. The volume of the prism. The volume of the prism. So let me give you the diagram. We still have the diagram as this. We have these as, what's the length of that of the triangle? 10. 10. Then we have this. You can still have the diagram like this. Okay? So we have And what is the length? What is the length of that prism? 72 centimeter. So you can see that we are going to have length when the thing stands horizontally. If it stands vertically, that is perpendicular height. If it stands horizontally, that is what? Length. Are you with me now? So with this, you can now go ahead and find the total surface area of this shape. Now let me give you a few minutes to do that. Let me know. You don't need to use your notes. If you need anything, you ask your students. Okay, to draw the diagram. Oh yeah, continue. Okay, you can drop your notes. So if you need anything, ask your students. Area of rectangle. Okay, that's A, B, C, D. Okay. Area of rectangle A. Length times breadth. That's 720. Equilateral triangle. Okay. It is an equilateral triangle, so we are going to have equal what? Equal what? Equal area, equal rectangles, okay. Is it ordinary 720? There's no unit. What is the result? Please about 2160 centimeters square. Okay. Okay. Speak louder, let them hear you. A plus B plus C all over 2. Okay.
30 divided by 2 and it's going to be 15 centimeter.
So, summit perimeter is 15. Okay, go ahead.
So we are going to put it inside the formula. It's not going to be area is equal to root. When S is equal to 15 centimeter, that is 15. S minus A, our A is 10 centimeter. 15 minus 10. 15 minus 10 for the B and
okay, there's no space to write that. Okay, you can jump to the other side. Just extend it. Oh yeah, bracket
15 minus 10 for
okay.
the C.
Okay.
And it's going to be root 15. 15 minus 10 is 5. 15 minus 10 is 5. And that's 15 minus 10 is 5. So
now, what is the product? Please help out to multiply. 15 times 5 times 5 times 5. 1,000. Okay, 1,875. What is the square root of that? 3 centimeters square.
and this one is for the
Please come and use this side. Total surface area formula for them to see. Area TSA.
area of 2 triangles.
Okay, area of 2 triangles.
It's going to be 2 2 times 43.3.
Okay. 9? Is it 8?
Yes.
Centimeters.
What is 8 times 2? 16. And is it 43 or 48?
43.
Okay, 43. Look like 48. Okay, so it's 6.6 centimeters square.
So the total surface area of the prism
Total surface area of prism, okay?
is going to be the area of all the rectangles plus the area of the triangles is going to be area A plus B plus C plus D. And the area of A is A plus B plus C is 2160. It's going to be 2160 plus the area of D times 2. D is it 86.6. Is going to be
2000.
No, 22.
centimeters.
Please, is this the final answer? Please, before you continue, is that the final answer?
Yes.
Because I want to fault this formula here. Aha. A plus B plus C plus D times 2. But look at this thing. You have already multiplied area of rectangle by 3. So what you need to do is to just write total surface area of prism equals to 2160. There's no need to state that again. You have already multiplied by 3. It's as if you want to start substituting again. A 720 plus 720 plus 720, and you have multiplied by 3. Continue. Now volume.
Volume of a prism is equal to area times the base area times the height.
What is the base area?
The base area is 43.3.
Okay.
It's going to be 43.3 times the height is 72
Height is 72. Which is the length?
centimeters.
Okay.
So it's going to give us 3117.6 centimeters cubed.
Is that the answer?
Yes, sir.
Please clap for her. Clap for her. Give you assignment. Assignment. Please quickly write down the question. In the diagram below. In the diagram below, comma. In the diagram below, comma. A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, F. Capital letter A, B, C, D, E, F. Is a triangular prism. Is a triangular prism. Full stop. Is a triangular prism. Full stop. Angle ABC is equal to angle DEF, which is equal to 90 degrees. Comma. AB is equal to 24 centimeter. BC is equal to 7 centimeter. And CD is equal to 40 centimeter. Calculate. Calculate A, AC, B, the total surface area of the prism. And this is the diagram. Now, this is how to draw the diagram. This is a right angle triangle. We have this as 90 degrees. This is A, B, and this is C. Hello? Now, we have this as 24 centimeter. This one is 7 centimeter. Then we have this. This is the diagram. So this is F, ED, and the length is 40 centimeter. So this is the diagram. You are asked to find AC, then I also find the total surface area of the prism. Good day.